important for men to remember that as women grow older, it becomes harder for them to maintain the same quality of housekeeping as when they were younger. When you notice this, try not to yell at them. Some are oversensitive. There is nothing worse than an oversensitive woman. My name is Dave. Let me relate how I handled the situation with my wife, June. When I retired a few years ago, it became necessary for June to get a full-time job, along with her part-time job, both for extra income and for the health benefits that we needed. Shortly after she started working, I noticed she was beginning to show her age. I usually get home from golf about the same time as she gets home from work. Although she knows how hungry I am, she almost always says she has to rest for half an hour or so before she starts dinner. I don't yell at her. Instead, I tell her to take her time and just wake me up when she gets dinner on the table. I generally have lunch in the men's grill at the club, so eating out is not reasonable. I'm ready for some home-cooked grub when I hit that door. She used to do all the dishes as soon as we finished dinner, but now it's not unusual for them to sit on the table for several hours after dinner. I do what I can by diplomatically reminding her several times each evening that they won't clean themselves. I know she really appreciates this, as it does seem to motivate her to get them done before she goes to bed. Another symptom of aging is complaining. For example, she will say that it is difficult to her to find time to pay all the monthly bills during her lunch hour. But boys, we take them for better or worse, so I just smile and offer encouragement. I tell her to stretch it out over 2 or even 3 days. That way she won't have to rush so much. I also remind her that missing lunch completely now and then wouldn't hurt her, if you know what I mean. I like to think tact is one of my strongest points. Wait a minute, it's not far to go. When doing simple jobs, she seems to think she needs more rest periods. She had to take a break when she was only half finished mowing the yard the other day. I try not to make a scene. I'm a fair man. I tell her to fix herself a nice big cold glass of freshly squeezed lemonade and just sit for a while. And as long as she's making one for herself, she may as well make one for me too. I know that I probably look like a saint in the way I support June. I'm not saying that showing this much consideration is easy. Many men will find it difficult. Some will find it impossible. Nobody knows better than I do how frustrating women get as they get older. However, guys, even if you just use a little more tact and less criticism of your aging wife because of this article, I will consider that writing it was well worthwhile. After all, we are put on this earth to help each other. Here's an editor's note. Dave died suddenly on January the 31st of a perforated rectum. The police report says he was found with a Callaway extra long 50-inch Big Bertha driver 2 golf club jammed up his arse with barely 5 inches of grip showing and a sledgehammer laying nearby. His wife, June, was arrested and charged with murder. The all-woman jury took only 10 minutes to find her not guilty, accepting her defence that Dave, somehow without looking, accidentally sat down on his own driver. I thought it was funny.